Directions for your folded name design. For your folding, you'll just be creating triangles. So fold one side of your paper from corner to corner, making sure it's as straight as you can possibly get it. This will make things easier later. Then fold it over again to get a smaller triangle. And then you will do this only one more time. After your 3 folds to create different size triangles, if you were to open up your paper, you should have 8 triangles. I would not do this unless you absolutely have to, because it gets a little tricky to fold it back and get it nice and flat again, but you should be left with 8. If you're worried, you can always open it up and check really quick. You're going to start working on the letters for your name design. You could do a shortened version of your name or your initials, but probably stick with something a little shorter. When you create your letters, they should touch the top and the bottom edge of your triangle. This is really important to make sure that later on your design is consistent all the way around. So if you notice, all letters are stopping and starting at that bottom edge. Then just grab a Sharpie so that you'll be able to see these better later on when you're tracing, and go over your pencil lines very carefully. For the next step, you could use the light box, or if the light box is too crowded, you could always put your project up next to a window. For easier recording, I'm going to just use the light box. All you're going to do now is just retrace the lines that you already have on your paper. The most important thing though is making sure that they are being traced onto the front. So you'll have to check every time that you begin another section of your project. So right now, all I'm doing is tracing my original letters onto the front part of my piece of paper. So when I'm done, I'm going to unfold it and check really quick to make sure that this is on the same side, because I want all my lines to be on the front. And I'll just keep going with this, where I open it and refold it to trace on the front every single time. So take your time so that your lines are as straight as they can possibly be. Just continue this until you have all of those 8 triangles filled with your letters on one side. When you're done tracing with pencil, grab a Sharpie and go over your lines. You might have to align them as you retrace to straighten things out. Then go ahead and add some coloring with crayon markers or colored pencils.